What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm out on Braunig Lake and I've just been itching to go saltwater fishing, and unfortunately the coast is a little too far out of range for a day trip, so I decided to come out to Lake Braunig, and it is a power plant lake, as you can see. And a unique thing about this lake is that you can actually catch redfish all year round. So that's the target for today. I'm gonna see if I can't catch me some big old reds, or honestly just any reds would be nice. And I'm gonna take them home and do me a little catch and cook, because I've been craving some redfish. And we're gonna see how these fish taste in fresh water, because I have heard that since this is a power plant lake, you shouldn't really eat the fish out of here because they can contain high levels of mercury. But hey, people eat them all the time. I don't see why I can't eat them too. So let's go ahead and get on into it and get fishing. Okay, we just found us a spot here in about 15 feet of water. As you can see on the graph there, actually I don't know if you can see that, but there's a bunch of marks there on the bottom. I believe the outtake is right there. I don't know if it's the outtake for sure, but I do see water popping out of the ground over there. So there's moving water, that's a plus. So I'm gonna cast a shrimp over here and let it sit, soak it for a little bit, and see if we can't pull one of these fish up. I'm just using some store-bought shrimp. I bought these at Walmart this morning, and I'm just gonna throw those on a hook. I've been out here one time before and shrimp was the ticket. I had a buddy bring me out here, and man, we sat out here all night and caught redfish. It was a lot of fun. All right, I'd say that's probably pretty good right there. Put the lock on my rod holder there. We should be in business. I'm not liking that my line is going to get caught up in this trolling motor, but oh well. We should be in business. I'm not liking that my line is going to get caught up in this trolling motor, but oh well. All right, well, it's been about 2 hours and I haven't, I had one thump on my line, but I don't think it was a redfish or a catfish. I think it probably was a bluegill or something. But moral of the story is I haven't caught anything, and I've only moved up the bank probably about, I don't know, maybe 400 yards from where I originally started fishing. So I'm gonna jump up to some water that I have caught fish in before, and stop playing around with all this new stuff. I keep finding, like right now you can kind of see I'm showing marks on my graph, and it's kind of been that way every time I move. I see a bunch of marks and I try to go and fish them, thinking they're redfish, but I know this lake has a bunch of tilapia as well, and I think what I'm running into is just schools of tilapia, either that or redfish that don't want to eat. So I'm gonna go fish some water that I know I've caught fish at, see if I can't produce there, and if I don't, I'll probably throw on some rattle traps and just troll my way back to the boat ramp and call it a day. So I'll see you guys over at the next spot. I think I got one here. No, I broke off. That was definitely a fish though. Gah, that hurts. That hurts the heart. Dang, dude. I saw that on my graph though. Let's see if we can't get another one out there real quick. I should have let him, like, god dang it. All right, we're on. Did he just come off? God dang, dude. Oh my gosh. That sucks. Boy, he hammered that thing. I'm 0 for 2, man. We've had 2 opportunities. That was a really good one, and he was on there for a second. But it popped off, just like everything else. I'm using kale hooks and circle hooks, so we should be hooking up. I'm gonna hold this rod because I really don't want to miss another fish. I don't know how many opportunities we're gonna have. Oh shit, there's one right there. Oh yeah, we got this one, boys. Clearly, they're up shallow, or shallower. Get the net ready. Tell you what, that's a lot better than a 14-inch bass, I'll tell you that much. Yes, sir, that's a redfish. I'm realizing that I gotta get a longer net, because there we go. Cool beans. All right, nice little redfish there. Caught him on dead shrimp. You can even see the blue in his tail. That's pretty amazing. I don't know if you can see that or not, but pretty cool to catch a saltwater fish that usually you can only catch in the ocean. It's pretty cool to catch it here in a lake. So I'm gonna get a measurement on this guy and see if it's gonna be big enough to keep. I think he is, but yeah, we'll throw on another bait and keep on fishing. Hopefully I can catch like 2 more of those guys. Well, good morning, folks. It is day 2 out here on Braunig Lake. Last time I was here was it was exactly a week ago. And I caught 1 fish, and unfortunately it wasn't long enough to do a catch and cook. He was 19 inches. They gotta be 20 inches out here to keep. So I decided I'd come again the next weekend and see if I can't at least catch 1 more fish, if anything, but hopefully a keeper so I can do a little catch and cook. You know, like I said, I've been craving some redfish. But one of the best baits I've heard out here is these little tiny tilapia. So I'm gonna see if I can't catch a couple with my cast net and use those as bait later on in the day. So let's give a couple casts and see what we can do here. There we go, got a little shad. 2 shad, 3 shad. Let's go. Those will make good baits, I'm sure. Oh, no. Well, okay, we got 2 now. Oh, God, they're trying to get away. I would try to keep these alive, but I have a feeling that they're just going to die in my live well, so good Lord. Slippery. So I'm just going to throw them on ice, and we'll use them as dead bait. No big deal. Gonna get my drinks nice and fish tasting. Give my Snicker bar a little fish flavor. That was an ugly cast. I would be surprised if we caught anything with that one, but who knows? Yes, just as I suspected. Absolutely nothing in there. That net came back and slapped me right in the head. All right, that's my last throw. Let's go fishing. It is too late already. It's almost 10 o'clock. Okay, spot number 2. Right off of this little jetty point here. We're gonna give this a go, probably give it another 15-20 minutes. And if we don't catch anything, we'll move on. I see a bunch of boats. I see a bunch of boats out over this way. They're all kind of stacking up, so I might go join in on that action a little bit. I don't really take too much shame in watching and seeing where people are getting on the fish. I'm not going to go get right next to anybody, but I'm just trying to learn where these fish are and try to learn their patterns. So I might go 50 yards down from one of those guys and see if I can't pull one up myself. But we're going to give this spot that we're at a little longer, just to see if we can't catch one over here. All right, we're hooked up. Very nice. This one's not gonna keep, unfortunately, but still a fish. Always fun to catch a fish, especially when the little ones are freaking still big. Beautiful red drum caught on freshwater lake. Isn't that amazing? He's not as fat as the last one I caught, and I don't think he's as long either. I'll go ahead and measure this guy for shits and gigs, but I know he's not going to make the 20-inch mark. If he does make the 20-inch mark, then I'm visually impaired. 17-incher. I don't know if you can see that. 17-inch mark. Nice, beautiful little blue tail. Let's go ahead and let this guy go. So long, friend. Cool beans, we're on the board. But I'm not gonna be happy until I catch one that I can freaking eat. So let's shoot for that 20-incher. Put a shrimp on here and we'll get a line back out in the water. All right, oh yeah, we're hooked up. This one's gonna be a better one. This one's gonna be a better one. Now hopefully, I said it's gonna be a better one. He's feeling kind of small now. This was just a fighter. Unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna make the, he's definitely not gonna make the cut. This is the smallest one I've caught. That's weird. This one's measuring at 16 inches, 16 and a half. Let me touch that nose. Back down to 16. And not gonna keep, but relax. Still, beautiful fish. I can feel him drumming. So I'm gonna let him get back in the water and let him tell his big brothers and sisters to come eat some shrimp. I got plenty of it. Adios, friend. All right, we're in spot number 4 here, and we're gonna see if we can't make something happen. This is where I've caught a lot of fish before. That's where I caught fish last time, so I'm confident that we can pull up another fish over here before we call it a day. This one needs some fresh bait, I do declare. Oh my god. Oh yeah, literally just fell off in the water. Nice. Okay, all the lines are set. Now it's just a waiting game. Hopefully we get some action quick. Okay, we're hooked up. Let me see if I can keep this fish on. That did not take long at all. Only about 5 minutes in the water, if that. Oh yeah. God, I love the way redfish fight. Just like this side to side is so cool. Are you gonna be my 20-incher? Come on. Come on, 20. I don't think so though. I think we got another 17, 18 there. We got another underslot fish here. This one's at 18 inches on the dot. A little chunkier, but still a beautiful fish. Nice little spot on him there. Go ahead and let him go. We're hooked up again. There must be a school over there. This guy's got some head shakes on him. Another fish. He's drumming away, not even close to the 20-inch mark. This one's probably getting closer to 16 inches, so well, probably still in that 17, 18-inch frame, but I'm gonna go ahead and let him go. without a measurement because I know he's not going to make the mark. Let me bait up another hook, see if we can't catch another one. I'm still waiting on that 20-incher, man. I want some freaking fresh redfish tonight. Got a fish on here. Let's go. Come on. Oh yeah, that's a pretty good run. This fish is gonna make the cut, I think. It's going to the top. Look at that. Yeah, this one's got a little more weight to him. Just don't want him to get snagged up in my other line. Yeah, this one's gonna make the cut. Come on, big boy. Come on in here. In the net. Let's go. Let's go. We got one for dinner, man. I'm pumped. Been catching those little guys. I've just been wanting to catch a big one so that I can eat it, and obviously for the fight too. Like, they just fight so much better when they're big. Give you a couple good runs. All right, let's get this out of here. I'm hoping he's 20 inches. It's been a while since I've seen a 20 incher, so who knows. 21 inches. Heck yeah. That's a good sized fish. Good belly on him. He fought hard. He's got an interesting spot up top. Beautiful redfish. Beautiful redfish going on the stringer. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my house. I loaded up my kayak, threw everything in the truck, and headed straight home. Didn't really shoot an outro at the lake, but we're not done yet. We're gonna clean this fish up. I've got it here in the cooler. Beautiful redfish. I'm gonna go ahead and fillet it here on the counter. I think that might be, some people might think that's a little foul, but you know what? I don't want to do it outside. I want to do it inside. And what mama doesn't know won't hurt her. My wife is currently shopping, so hey, she'll never even know about this unless she watches the video. So I'm gonna get to cleaning on this fish, and then when I'm done, I'm gonna throw it in the skillet, and we're gonna test out some of that freshwater redfish. Alrighty, guys. There is one of our fillets. I cut it in half, and I'm about to pour a little bit of this Ragin' Cajun seasoning on here, some Cajun seasoning, and we're gonna put that on some butter on a hot skillet. Let that cook up. I think it's gonna be real nice. Okay, those are nice and coated with our Cajun seasoning. So now, just warming up my cast iron skillet here. I'm gonna throw some butter in there, and it should cook up real nice. It's kind of like a makeshift blackening, basically just blacken this redfish, but we don't have blackening seasoning. I need to get some, but unfortunately that is not. Okay, our butter is ready. Let's go ahead and lay down these fish. One. There's the other. You can kind of see how the other side, the uncooked side, is starting to turn white. That's a pretty good indicator that you're getting ready to flip it over and put a char on that other side. So I'm going to go ahead and flip that thinner side over. We're still letting that other thick side kind of cook a little bit more. Oh yeah, looks good. Go ahead and flip this thicker steak. Oh! Burned myself there a little bit, but golly, that looks really good. Nothing better than a little hot grease on your hands. All right, folks, there's your final product. It doesn't matter if you don't like fish or not, you gotta admit, that looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? Got it served up with some mashed potatoes that I made as well. I made those last night, so they're just leftovers, but they're still good. And yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this fish. Do a little taste test real quick and let you guys know, how does this compare to saltwater redfish? So nice and white and flaky, just like we like it. Still a little hot. I just pulled it off the oven, okay? or off the stovetop. Tastes good. Tastes delicious. Doesn't have any fishy flavor. Usually when you cook redfish from the coast, a lot of the times they'll have that fishier taste, which I don't mind, but it's like non-existent in this. And it could be too because it's so fresh, you know. I usually, when I go to the coast, I don't cook my redfish day of. I usually throw them in an ice box and cook them up a couple weeks later or something like that. But man, that's good stuff. That's really good stuff. I'm actually about to take another bite. Hold up. Try this one. Golly, that is good. That's really good. So I'll definitely be going back to Braunig or Calaveras. Might try that lake out too to catch more of those redfish and maybe stock up my freezer. Let me know what you guys think about eating fish from these power plant lakes. I've kind of heard mixed reviews. Some people say you shouldn't do it. Some people say they're fine. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments and see what your guys' opinions are. But that's going to wrap things up. I had a blast today catching redfish in freshwater. I'm definitely going to try to do that again. So if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.